everybody, it's Kelly, and right there, that's T-O-double-D-Z, Pepe Le Fei Schwan. Welcome to another episode of HauntLife Tonight. On tonight's show.
What's up?
Hey, Todd.
What's up? You got wait, hold on. You got all into business. Like you're trying to, now that we've done like, I don't know, 20 of these things or something.
Yeah, I got the script. We're good.
Yeah, you're trying to be all professional and stuff. And I'm like, wait a second. I want to say hello. Oh, yeah. That's the real deal right there.
Yeah. Woo.
All right, Kelly. Now that I so rudely interrupted you, please carry on with the show while I drink out of my Yeti.
We're gonna have another episode of Reapers Recalled with Jen and Michael. On tonight's episode, we have Jess O'Reilly, the head of the makeup department. They had a nice little chat. It was a lot of fun. Bringing up that old stuff is reminiscing is always good. Breaking news, talking about more of the new attraction.
Stop showing pictures.
In the next few weeks, we're gonna let you know. This is what I heard. In the next few weeks, we're going to let you know exactly what's going on in that new attraction. But for now, we're just going to feed you little tiny bits still.
Yeah, and there's going to be more stuff leaked. But, I mean, let's get to it. Let's break some news, brother.
This just in, the new attraction is really, really close to being completed for the most part on the end of the major construction stuff. We're working towards getting the panels in and building an actual haunted attraction.
Yeah, pretty exciting up there.
You know more than I do.
Well, yeah, I can give a little bit of updates to everybody. We're just about done with electric. We'll be done probably at the beginning of this week. I'm showing some pictures here as we speak of some progress. I mean, obviously the concrete floor got done. That was great. Then we've been putting electric in, and emergency lighting's going in, and all the different things that have to get done for inspection. And then paint is scheduled for another week. The whole building will be blacked out inside. And then once that's done, we start with erecting the walls.
Yeah, Delirium coming your way real soon.
Yeah, and we'll keep sharing more and more. Yeah, it's really exciting. Super pumped about everything we're doing out there. Can't wait to see the whole thing put together.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for breaking news today.
Let's check out Jen and Michael on Reapers Recalled.
Let's do it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Reaper's Revenge Recalled. I'm your host, Michael Bellardi, with my lovely co-host, Jen Marino.
Hello.
And today we're bringing in a really awesome, talented core piece of the puzzle when it comes to the Reaper's Revenge show, and that is the head of our makeup department, Ms. Jess O'Reilly. How are you?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Having fun. I'm like going through all these pictures here of makeup for the last number of years. You know, we thought it would be a really cool topic to show. I mean, if there's one department on this mountain, in my opinion, that has just constantly grown and improved and set the tone and set a new tone and a new bar every year, it's your department. You know, sometimes the design department, we kind of take a year off because we're recouping to build something new, but the makeup department is just constantly in this state of progression. So we thought it would be really cool to invite you on, Jess, and talk about that 10-year progression. And you, dominantly, with the most number of years, are responsible for that progression. So we want to talk about that tonight.
Yay!
So, Jess, how did you actually, when did we started the same year, correct?
Yes.
So 10 years ago, at least. And how did you actually get involved with Reapers? Because it wasn't always makeup. It was something. It was good.
My husband started the year before me as an actor. He's up in the carnival. And so I would come up to the bonfires, and I met Jen and Kelly. And Jen one year is like, hey, why don't you just come and work with us? Because, you know, I was always into the Halloween stuff, and we all clicked and got along. So the first year I started, I was actually in costuming with Jen, and I also did Reload.
Yeah. Those were some good times. I always forget about this. I forget that you started in costume.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And then you worked at Reload, but then you also helped manage the Lost Carnival for like a year with us, or 2 years, I think.
I think it was 2 years.
Yeah.
It was right after makeup. I would hop up and go into the carnival and help you guys out with whatever you needed, and broke a few people here and there, which that was always fun. I do miss that once in a while. But yeah, that was a good time.
And then, so were you involved in the makeup team in the year of the tents? Like, was the year of the tents a thing for you guys?
I started in costuming when there was still a tent. When I started makeup, it was the first year of the pavilion.
Gotcha. So, I mean, but you were still around for you still got your makeup done and were present, or what, you started in costume and we were out of the tents. Okay, gotcha. So, I mean, like, I was here, I remember this. I mean, this is where, how makeup was done in roughly, what year is this? Is this 2011?
That's probably like 2009. That's like our original tent. That's not even the circus tent. Yeah, this was probably 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. Because that right there, you're circling. Oh, what's Tyler's girlfriend's name? Lexi. That's Lexi, and that's Depop Lasky. And these are
those actors.
Straight up adults now. This is an old one.
That's crazy. I mean, and then here's the 10th year after, and I really remember this. That's actually my good friend Eric, who's getting their makeup done by I know who that is. Her last name is Powelzik. She spent a couple years with us, and now this was the year that you were actually doing the costume design, correct? You were working costumes.
Yep. Yeah, I was on the other side.
The other side of the tent. Which the tent wars have kind of come down significantly since the birth of the pavilion.
Oh yeah.
So now we have a pavilion, and this is kind of what it looks like, I guess, now, or this is the building of the pavilion.
That's the first year we had walls.
How clean it is. I didn't recognize it. It's so white, Jess. What happened?
Yes, that was the first year we had walls, because before that we had a roof, but it was just it was fencing and geocloth. So we still got cold. We were freezing. Hair dryers were our savior.
I found some mugshots of that era though. So we're going back here. Let's see. This is Dan. This is probably 2013.
This boy is so old now. Look at him. Oh, this is so cute.
I know. We get to see these guys grow up like this. So now, Jess, this is now, to some it may not be considered what we would call primitive design, but this is 7 years old. This is 7 seasons ago. What are we using here to create this look?
All we used was a latex construction. So we made a lot of our boils and deformities with latex, cotton ball, and tissue paper. And then we would paint it on with cream paints and dirt and blood. Yeah, that's back in the good old days where we built everything right then and there. We didn't have a prosthetic that was easily accessible. We spent a lot of time with the hair dryer drying everything, and
I always
30
remember the
degree
sound
weather.
Yeah, and then this is another cemetery zombie from, I believe, almost the same year.
Yes, and that was before we started prosthetics.
So this is predominantly paint and latex.
Yes.
You know, let's just go right into the before and after. Let's go right into it, and let's show something of what today is, so people can really compare, what we have going on. Here's the image right here. This is 2019 makeup right out the gate. And I mean, you're talking
That's a full prosthetic with airbrush, which I think we started airbrush the year 2016, but I think my artist started fully using it anywhere between, I think, 2018.
Wow. And I mean, these are just night and day difference at this point. I mean, even right here, I mean, this photo, when I took it and I brought it home and I edited it, like this photo almost made me like think of the Broadway show Cats, just because it was that the pose, it was that quality of makeup. I mean, look at that. You have all this action in the brow, in the cheeks, and these are all prosthetics that you guys design and mold in-house, correct?
Yes. We probably make about a little over 1,000 prosthetics per season, for actors on the mountain. That's quite a bit of a feat, but it's probably one of the most relaxing things we could do, slushing latex into molds, bringing it back out. I quite enjoy that part.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Jen has done a lot with latex and building props and repairing props, which is probably Jen's number one job in the summer, is repairing props and what's it called? So I mean, latex is still being used up on the mountain. It's just, for you, it's being used differently. You guys are using it in 2 different applications.
Well, more and more every year, we really combine our efforts, and that's one of my favorite parts of having Jess as, I don't know how many years you've actually been our makeup leader, but I will say that you have helped us grow in leaps and bounds, and the connection between my department and yours has become the strongest in these years with you. And we've really taken, talents from both sides, and now we can do anything.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's such amazing.
Like, just to kind of show some of that ingenuity right off the bat. I mean, you guys did this, and this was one of my personal favorites. I love this thing. You guys started introducing and putting 3-dimensional like things into these, and these are some of the maggots, right?
Yeah.
These were first year maggots, which was just rice dipped in latex and blood.
So
before we got with maggots.
This was a great concept, and I'll give it to you. The concept of going 3-dimensional with it was great, but do you want to share the story of the rice? Or I guess from my eyes, it's a little more dramatic. So the makeup team,
yeah, go ahead. You could tell it.
The makeup team thought that it was going to be a great idea to get rice. They saw this thing on the internet. Let's get rice to make maggots. Okay, cool. And, the first weekend, we're like, all right, this looks great. This is gross. And then I'm going to get some costumes out of the rack for a parade that was like earlier in the week, the next week. And just rice pours out of this one mask I pick up. I'm like, oh, that's, the worst joke ever. I really thought that, and I'm going to call him out. I thought it was Carl Montano. Remember that name, folks. I thought it was Carl Montano messing with me. I thought he was playing practical jokes because I kept finding little stashes of rice in like drawers. And it took a while, but what we found out happened is we invited pack rats to our tents, because remember, we're working outdoors in tents. So we've since moved on from, using food products on our actors' faces. In fact, rice has been banned from Reaper's Revenge.
Yes, absolutely.
I send it off premises. And I gotta say, like 4 years later, I still find stashes of it in our work trailers, in our storage areas. This great idea spread its way across our mountain.
Yeah, like the plague.
I don't remember much about the rice. I really don't. I mean, I remember the rice being an issue, but I remember it's like afterwards I keep hearing about it. Like that's the most put together of that story I've ever heard. I mean, and so it wasn't me. I didn't know the rice thing was a thing. That's hilarious. I
No,
kind
it
of
was a
applaud.
huge thing.
I applaud whoever did it.
Well, that's the thing. We found out that it wasn't a practical joke because we found that the pack rats had gnawed their way into Jess's storage container. We found that evidence. And even after we took the 5 pound, yes, they got a 5 pound bag of rice. It's a lot.
Yes. I think Travis brought that 5 pound bag of rice for us. He's like, oh yeah, we can get rice real cheap. Douche.
You could
Like,
tell
what am I gonna
Travis
do
you
with
need a
5
cup of
pounds
rice.
of rice?
Yeah, you could tell Travis you need a cup of rice to try something. He'll show up all Nebraska Husker style, you know, carrying a big, like a tractor full of rice or hay, whatever it is you need. But you ask for a cup of it, you're going to get about 8 at least.
That's so true.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's hilarious. I mean, so kind of going. I'm going through all these photos. It's like a time warp. I know I'm kind of being a hog here and looking at them myself, but I mean, you know, here's a little bit more example of like, you know, a couple years with the latex and cotton swabs and the growth from there, right? That's latex still, right?
That's actually a prosthetic boil.
Oh wow.
That was one of our first prosthetics that we ever had on the mountain, actually. I think it's still alive out there. Parts of it.
But I mean, like even not just prosthetics. Like there's even been like massive growth across the board when it comes down to just paint. I mean, over the years, I mean, like you know what it's like to like we see people do their own makeup when they're going out for Halloween. Kids, you know, they just blotch this thing on with sponges and I don't know, brushes, whatever it is they have. Like I mean, like this is still to this day, myself and several others, one of our favorite makeups that has ever come out with the clowns. And I mean, this is paint, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually all cream paint and just some stage blood.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, and baby powder. That's about it. That was way back when, you know, things were really simple.
Yeah, things are really simple, but now
It holds up. It holds up. I think every year I will walk my way into that makeup department and somebody do the goodie makeup. This is probably from 2010, and you know, all these years later, that one stands up. So
Oh yeah.
while you guys have made so much progress, this really stands true to like how good this team has been all along.
Oh God, yeah. But see now they started. They did this, combining paint and mask / prosthetic / all that stuff. This is a 2018 or a 2019 season photo.
I believe that's a 2019 season photo, and the makeup is done with all airbrush, a little bit of brush work, and that's one of Jen's half masks.
Yep. This is one of my favorite people on the mountain. If you're watching, Alex, hi, I love you. But this makeup is specialized to right here. You know, it's okay. It's a clown makeup. When this goes into the lighting of the scene that it belongs in, it is astounding and it is very scary. It's an RGB effect, so it brings out all those layers. So while simple, really dramatic on scene.
Absolutely unreal. I mean, I love it. I think it's so cool, like, you know, to see, you know, I mean, I remember being up there 10 years ago and seeing some of the makeup we were producing. And, you know, when I started, like, there was like, you know, every year we've become a much more efficient, well-oiled machine. There's not a lot of people that know how the behind the scenes actually works, which is something that we're working on for the audience members that really want to know how this whole place functions. But, you know, we would call, you know, 50, 60 people that would come up and work, and it would just be, they just get thrown at you, Jen and Jess, like, you know, make up this, make up that, here's a costume. It was all just rogue. And then over the years, myself with Paul and myself and Travis really developed this call sheet system. And then Jen goes, yeah, that means they come in order. And I was like, yeah, that means I don't need to lose my mind anymore. And then Jess, it was like, well, if Jen's going to be happy about this, Jess is going to be happy about this, we need to get a stopwatch and time this thing out.
Yep.
So we actually came up with a math problem in order to call people on the mountain, and that's a call time. So if you're ever a Reaper's Revenge employee, you know that I post the times in which you're expected to start and the position and the character that you're in. So we'll say X person has to arrive at 5:45. Well, now we calculated that number based off the amount of time it takes for the average makeup person to do one of your makeups for that specific character, plus the amount of time it takes Jen's crew to get them into costume and out of wardrobe. And that's actually how that plus delivery time to their scene is how we calculate all that. And believe it or not, these two teams, Jen's team and Jess's team, are just constantly a conveyor belt of success predominantly when it comes down to getting actors in and out and right out before showtime, especially their showtime. And that's just remarkable how over the years, both departments have spiked up in talent. Both departments have spiked up in efficiency. You know what I mean? And now it's just to the point where, you kind of build these families, these teams that you just don't ever want to get rid of. Here's a photo from, this is 2015, I want to say.
That's either 15 or 16.
Great year, whatever year it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is fun. We saw the green walls.
Green walls. There's no walls in there either. So this is at least 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, I think this was 2016. I think this is the year I took over makeup. And that was the year we had the big purple stations on wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, I remember those. I don't even know where those things are nowadays.
Oh, I know where
the
they are.
stations they're still in the makeup room. They're just our counters now.
Oh, yeah. Really? That's what he did?
Yeah.
Completely repurposed. Those cabinets did not go to waste at all.
Oh, no. Exactly. This is 17 then, right?
Yep, that's 17.
With the blood room.
Oh, yeah. The kitchen gets bloodier and bloodier. I think it's clean now since they just did a new remodel in there.
They tore out the blood wall. You got to make a new one.
That's all right. I'll help out with that. We all know I love to splatter blood like that. That was so much fun. Here's a current photo of what half of the room is like now.
Yes, I think we got those in 2018. We got the new stations, and it has made life so nice.
Yes.
Each one of them has airbrush hooked up to them, which you don't see here. This was before the lines got in. But they all have their own electric. They all have their own airbrush hookups. It's awesome. I love these.
It's amazing. I mean, here's a quick little before and after that's actually done. Alaya, pretty much your second in command, I guess, with you. You're like right hand lady. And
oh yeah, I have like a lot of right hand people, but Alaya's been there as my right hand for many years.
Yeah.
And here she is posting a 6-year difference. So that's 2019, and before that is 2013?
I think that's 2013, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
How far we've come.
Right? Now on the left there, you can see makeup that is now banned from the mountain. The little zipper face, we don't do that anymore, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't do zippers.
No.
Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, I remember that was like a thing for a little while. So, I mean, Jess, we kind of went through all of this, and I mean, like, astronomically, we've seen so many changes and so many things. Like, what are you attributing? Like, what are the future plans? What has it taken to do that? Do you see much more progress coming from the years to come?
Oh, I absolutely see more progress coming from the years. I think I'm always looking for the next big thing each and every year. And once I have an idea in my head, I kind of bug everybody till I get it. But it helps us out. It's not like, you know, just a fun toy we get to play with. A lot of the things that we started using has helped in efficiency. It has gotten actors in and out a lot quicker, and made our makeups look phenomenal. Right now, what was it, last year, a group of us from makeup started sculpting and molding even bigger and better prosthetics, and hopefully we get to move forward in the future with that, even going in and helping out costuming with anything that they need, and just hopefully getting into big stuff, like, I don't know, big faces for animatronics, but that's where my mind goes. I'm always constantly, what else could we do? What else could we do? What else could I learn? This makeup is ever evolving. There's just always new products coming out. There's always new things, and it's really exciting. So.
I mean, it is one of the most evolving things that has been going on. I mean, Face Off. I mean, the number of times I've been, you know, around the makeup team, and they're, you know, we want to try this. You guys are watching videos. You guys are, you know, you guys train year round typically. Of course, with Corona, that hasn't been a thing, but you know, you start classes in March, April, May sometimes, and you do a couple classes a month. And I mean, that's huge for development. But I mean, it's been such a big growing part of the haunt. You know what I mean? What do you have, like, what are you looking for at this point when it comes to, because we get applications all the time. What are you looking for when it comes down to some of these applicants?
I'm looking for teamwork, first of all. Teamwork, reliability. It doesn't matter how talented you are, you need to be there on the mountain. So I need to have trust in that person that they can make it on time, as if we don't have an artist there, it puts a whole dent in, like you said, our whole scheduling. It throws everything off.
Oh, and then I start throwing clipboards and Jen starts yelling at me.
Yep. And then we kick you out of the pavilion.
Then I get kicked out. True story.
At least twice a year. Yeah, at least twice a year.
I need a break. I need a break from that tent sometimes.
I know, and we tell you when you need to take that break. We're not shy about it.
It's perfect.
Exactly. And then I do look at talent, but I look at talent and I look at how fast can they learn and take my critiques and apply that. I think I look at that most of all. I want to see how they evolve within the short time I have with them, to see if they could do what we teach them to do and add on to their own skill set.
It's a lot. I mean, I know we get applications from young kids. I mean, Reapers gets applicants from young people all the time. You know what I mean? They want to come in, they want to be a part of the action, and they want to do makeup, and we love it, you know, because it's those driven young souls that come up there and bring a whole new life to us, because we're sitting there going, man, when we were in our early 20s and late teens doing this stuff, it was fun. Now we all struggle getting off the wagon sometimes.
Oh, you're not wrong.
So Jess, give us like the quick 30-second spiel as to, you know, as to how excited you are about Delirium. Of course, don't lead on too much, but how excited are you for the 5th attraction, Delirium?
I'm excited to learn how to, what's my phrase? Oh no. I'm excited to learn how to do this makeup application, because it's different than anything we've ever done before.
I love it.
It is.
So.
Vague. I like that.
Yeah.
Vague. Don't give them nothing. You ain't getting nothing yet.
You know what the best part about it is? That I still don't know any of it at all. I mean, I know what's going in there. I know how it's being built and everything. I've been there for that, but I still don't know what that means. So I'm actually got the goosebumps thinking about it. Well,
it's going to be cool. We're going to put these heads together. And yeah. You got some outstanding new folks to meet soon.
Oh yes, a whole new group of hooligans, as we'll call it for now. Brand new costumes, brand new makeups. A whole bunch of cool stuff coming with Delirium, but that's all we're going to tell you. You know, that's all we can tell you by law. By law.
Exactly.
Well, Jess, thank you for coming on the show today. Thank you for sharing us with us the history of the makeup team and all the photos. And big kudos to how far you brought this team and everything else like that. I mean, it has grown so monumentally. We look forward to 2020 season, and we look forward to seeing what you have in store for us now.
Couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Next week, we will see you next Friday for another episode of Reaper's Revenge Recalled. Todd and Kelly, you guys can take it back to you guys in the studio.
And they're back.
Cool. We got it.
Thoughts. Recording.
Well, that was a wonderful show. I really got to give it to Jess for coming in the last 4 years. I want to say she's been head of makeup for the last 4 years and really taking a department that was always good. Awesome stuff coming out of it, but she really took it by the horns and she made it what it is. Her and her team, it is definitely a group effort always with us, and she made it killer. I mean, yeah. The stuff
I remember the first year that she took that over, and we were so excited because she looked so great. Hey, why the hell is there a mangy Mountain Dew man walking in the back of my basement? Stay out of here.
Oh, man.
I know. It's like he was looking for some Mountain Dew or something. All right. No, what I was saying was I remember the first year, and I was excited, and all of us were like, wow, she's going to be amazing. And she's turned out better than we could ever have asked. Awesome. I mean, we've got an incredible team all the way around. I've always said, some of the best haunters I've ever worked with. So why you got to keep switching things up, man? We're having a moment there. Oh, now you're gonna freeze up on that screen. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make a public service announcement right now. I'm feeling pretty good about COVID because they don't talk about that anymore. All right, Kelly's still frozen on my end. All right, well, I'll tell you what, folks, I'm going to end this show. It was a great night. Thanks, Jess and Michael and Jen, for putting everything together. Kelly, do you have anything to say? No, I don't think he does. All right, we'll see you next week, folks. Bye.
Hi! Who? How you doing? Hang on, this thing on. Testing, 1, 2, clickety clack, clickety clack. All right, listen to you. This is Salt Osman coming to you live from... You don't need to know, but I tell you what, I hope you are all doing fine and dandy during this old COVID-19 thing. I gotta tell you, that might be a little bit of my fault. I tried to cross the border and I tried to get some free lasers. Lasers, I'm telling you, you can't get any good ones nowadays, but I tell you what, I got them, and you're gonna see all the big bangs and booms and lasers this season. I'm telling you, ain't nothing gonna stop Reapers 2020, baby. Here we come. Ooh, my brother, testify. We gonna have some fun tonight. That's right. It's gonna be like Vietnam, baby. Clickety clack and bang bang. We gonna scare the bejesus out of them. Why? Because we are the Reapers family. Peace out, Cub Scouts. I hope y'all doing safe. God bless y'all, and I'll see you all this season at Reapers.
Hey, there y'all. I'm Smiling Jack.
I'm here, Paul, with my girl Tara.
So y'all been asking some questions and figured we'd answer them.
Hey there, dummy. It's upside down.
I don't know what that says.
You can't read now. Smile Jack, these questions all for you. Hey, you better watch out with that moonshine. He's already real drunk. All right, Smile Jack, what you think? What's your favorite part of Reaper's Revenge?
Well, my favorite part of Reaper's Revenge is probably them there hillbillies singing them songs and the moonshine.
That's true. I hear that Smiling Jack. He's awfully sought after out there. What do you think is the best way to capture and tame a baby possum?
Well, you see, you take them their flashlights, and when you see the possum, you blind it, you pop it on the head, and then you just grab it.
No possums will be harmed in the making of these bitches.
Exactly.
How much moonshine do you think does it take for proper social distancing?
Well, I start early in the morning, and then I keep drinking until I pass out, and then no one wants to be around me.
I don't think he knows what social distancing even is. All right, what do you think? You think Roadkill's better with or without the maggots?
The maggots, they gotta be in there. As flavor.
He's extra salty with the maggots.
Woo!
Would you consider inviting Joe Exotic to join you for karaoke? And if so, what song would you sing?
Well, first of all, we gotta break him out of prison if we want to do that.
Oh yeah, Joe Exotic's in prison.
So we do that, and we sing that Here Kitty Kitty song.
Well, I don't know the lyrics to that.
Because Carol Baskin most definitely killed her husband.
Crazy lady. All right, Smile Jack. Last question. What do you think? Where's Francine, your ex-lover?
Oh, I don't want to talk about Francine. She done left me for the carnival.
She ran off with the carnival again.
All righty, y'all. Y'all have fun now. Hope that helped.
Y'all see you next time.